crew to save the day.
Welcome to Mighty House. This is a show for people with problems, home improvement problems, that is, and for people who want common sense guidance on how to build green and live a more sustainable lifestyle. Send an email. The Mighty House crew is on the job. This is Mighty House.
All right, we're back with another instant request from Wendy. But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, dingle on the bell, and then give us a little thumbs up there while you're at it. And if you want to, leave us a comment below like Wendy did, and you'll get a response like this. So, what did Wendy have to say about one of our videos?
Okay, so Wendy C wrote to us about the show we did. Why does my garage floor and patio floor sweat?
Yes.
So our comment was simple enough. Well, you offered no solution for us who have already poured concrete floor in an insulated garage. It's terrible from spring to fall. I need a solution. All right.
Thanks, Wendy.
Yes. Now, if you've been a long time subscriber to our show, you know that we discuss air sealing and dew point quite often.
Yep.
Wendy, I don't know where you live. I don't know if you constantly have condensation on your garage floor because it's below the dew point, which is when the air temperature, when the air can no longer hold moisture, so it'll condense on your floors.
Right.
I don't know why your garage floor is cold. It could be, you know, ground temperature. It could be a number of different things. If you're in the northern climates, it's going to be colder. So those things, you know, do you have AC in your garage? If you have an air conditioned garage, because you say you have a concrete floor, you have an insulated garage, but if you put an air conditioning in there, whether it's a mini split or conventional AC unit, if you get the temperature in your garage too low and you're getting below dew point, yes, you're going to create condensation.
So isn't that happens down in Florida, right? Where if you had AC,
bad here, because we can have dew points in the 70s and 80s easily. Right. And if you set your AC in your garage to 75 and you open your garage door, everything in your garage is going to have condensation on it. Right. So it's very important when you put AC or a mini split in the garage, at least where I live, you never want that temperature really below 80.
So that could be one thing. She lives down there. And, you know, the other option is like this time of year right now, that garage floor could still be 30 degrees. Well, yes. It was 60 today. Yeah. So now that's good. That whole garage floor is just going to be sopping wet. And you're waiting for that temperature of that concrete to come up closer to the air temperature so that it's above dew point at any given point. So, all right, we've explained the problem, and you can also go watch the other video. We go into it a little more, but how are we going to solve this now for her?
Well, at this point, I mean, it's going to be more air sealing and seeing what the temperature is, because there's obviously an issue between what the temperature of the slab is and dew point outside. So that's the first thing. Just, you know, what we just said, we'd need more information, so it wouldn't hurt for her to respond again. But the thing, if the slab wasn't poured already, obviously I'd put a hot water loop in there with a 30-gallon heater and a little pump. That'll keep the slab above dew point, so you won't have that. But again, if her slab's poured already, she really could go with like a warmly yours mat or anything like that. But because you could put porcelain tile in your garage. If you felt like tile in your garage, you could put a mat underneath it and warm that slab up a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for whatever reason, you're getting this because your slab is too cold for the amount of humidity in the air.
Right.
So somewhere you've got to find that balance. You know, maybe your slab's too cold for whatever reason, like I said, air conditioning or whatever. So
right. So we can raise the temperature of the garage, turning the AC off if that's in fact what it is. If that's not what it is, we could do a warmly yours mat, which is an electric heat to heat that slab. You can pour a slurry over top of that of an epoxy coating, so that way you can then drive just over that if you want. Or the other option is to go ahead and tile, and you could use a large format tile in there.
Again, not knowing location. So she says it's bad from spring to fall. So that just, I can see it happening more in the spring because the slab's still cold because the ground hasn't warmed up completely yet.
Right.
But by middle of summer, no. The other option, I think the last option would be an electric space heater and point it at the floor and just, you know, keep the slab warm. But I'm not sure why you would have that.
Right. So, you know, heating the floor, we need to find out where she's at to really answer that definitively. But there's three options right there or at least 2 good ones, maybe 3. And then the other option is tubing, get stapled down to the concrete and pour a slurry over top of that. And then you could use,
That's, again, still expensive.
yes, yes, that's it. So, all right, Wendy, let's see if that helps you or not. Leave us a comment below. Tell us we're idiots, whatever.
Right.
We'll answer it anyway. So,
Exactly.
until next time, keep it square.
Keep it square and level.
And then let's subscribe, thumbs up, all that fun stuff down underneath there.